every time I see a car review, it's always for the best model they have. So I just happened to have this Camaro base model this week, and I thought I'd do a quick 2-minute review on the base model. The only option selected on this car is an automatic transmission. So here's my thoughts.
So, standard 18-inch wheels with a 245/50 18 tire, all season. They're pretty grippy. Makes the car feel really planted, and they look pretty cool. I think I would paint them a different color. The styling's great. The hood's cool. I'm not a big fan of the newer style front end, but the taillights are so much better than they used to be. The little 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo, direct injected, 275 horse, almost 300 foot-pounds of torque. Here's a startup. I dig how most of the new cars now, when you start them, the gauges cycle. It just looks kind of cool. I think that's pretty much everything now. Comes standard with the Apple CarPlay and Android car, whatever. I mean, all that stuff's pretty standard on most vehicles now, all Bluetooth or USB. The heating controls are kind of strange. Took me a while to figure out this is the temp control. And the other one here is the fan. Kind of funky. I don't know. It's kind of cool. It'd be easy to do while driving without looking, which is nice. Automatic. They can switch into manual with paddle shift. Paddle shift is as sloppy as you'd think. There's a USB here, electric parking brake, and then you've got 2 USBs in the glove box. This interior stitching is kind of cool. It's on the dash and on the center console. The vinyl feels pretty good. It's a padded armrest. Back seat, forget it. It's not really relevant. Electric trunk release. It's very deep, not very wide. It's about as wide as the back window. You can get golf clubs in here, or a couple suitcases or something. It's just not very big. It does scoot, I'll give it that. Oh, I cannot stand the sound of this thing. So I've got about 35 minutes on the highway in this thing. It feels stable, it feels planted. The road noise isn't too bad. 72 miles an hour. I mean, 65. Yeah, not bad on the highway. A little rough, but I don't know. That's to be expected out of a Camaro versus, say, like a Camry or an Accord. It cannot be overstated how much I dislike this exhaust note. Driver, it would get pretty old pretty quick. But for a base model, what is this? A sporty, I don't know what classification this falls into. Let's just say Camaro, Mustang, Challenger. Not bad. I think the suspension in the Mustang and the Challenger are a little more daily livable. And I'm not talking like the hot rod, I'm talking like base model rental car This little guy woke up as soon as I put it in sport mode and did the paddle shift. It's like a totally different car. Way more fun to drive. The paddle shift is your usual, you know, lower line click shift, but God, you get this thing over $3,000 and it really wants to move. I take back what I said. It even sounds pretty good when you do it.
Well, in conclusion, this thing makes a pretty great noise when you're in sport mode and you use the paddle shifts. It paddle shifts like you'd think it would. It's not fantastic, but at least you can keep the RPM up. And you hear the little turbo whee. It makes a great noise, and the exhaust sounds pretty good when it's over $3,000. It's just normal driving. It's just bleh, bleh. So, like most little engines, you've got to get this thing spun. It's like a 15.5 second quarter mile, 0 to 60s around 5 seconds. It's not bad for $28,000. It's pretty fun. It looks pretty cool. I still wouldn't want to daily drive it. It's just rides a little too rough because I'm an old man. But if you don't have anybody you're hauling around and you're looking for a fun little car, it's not bad. That's it. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Like and subscribe.